how's it going? Just gonna be eating this wrap. It's a breakfast wrap with eggs and mayonnaise and cheese and hot sauce. And the wrap itself is like spinach. It's pretty good. That's a good wrap. Got this Budweiser zero alcohol beer. Ice cold. It's great. So I just actually went for a spa visit in the Nordic Spa that's at the resort that I work at. Management gave us, all the workers of the resort, free spa pass. So they do that once every 3 months, I think. So I used that today, and I went to the spa with my friend. A friend and co-worker, and yeah, so it was my first time actually using the spa, and it's kind of important that I go because I work front desk at the resort, and I'm supposed to be able to sell the spa, you know. But it's a little more difficult to try to sell something that you don't really know much about unless you've ever experienced it yourself. But yeah, it's a good time. I'm feeling pretty good. So there's how do you say, you can go into a cold plunge pool, which is very chilly. I'm not sure what how cold it is, maybe 1 degree Celsius or something like that. So I couldn't stand it. I couldn't be in it for very long. I didn't dunk my head, but I went up to my neck basically. And then you can come right out of that after about a minute and go into one of the hot pools, which is just basically like a big hot tub. And the sensation of your body when that happens is amazing. You get kind of like maybe a tingly feeling on your legs, and just get this. It's hard to describe the feeling, but it feels fantastic. And then there's 2 hot pools, one cold plunge pool and one temperate pool, which is like a little bit warm but not very warm. I forgot to ask the spa employee what sequence you're supposed to go into the pools at. Like, I wasn't really sure when I was supposed to go in the temperate pool, if it was supposed to be after the hot pool or after the cold plunge, and stuff like that. But oh well, there's always next time. But then we tried out the dry sauna, which was like I've been to some resorts, and the sauna hasn't been very hot, but this one was pretty hot. I couldn't be in there for very long, so it was a nice dry sauna. Just hot like I like it. And then there was was a steam room, which the steam was so thick in there. At first when I walked in, I thought I was there by myself, but there wasn't. There was a couple of people that were already in there, and so that was pretty cool. And it's just this thick steam, which is perfect, and also hot in there. And that was nice. Right in there. And then there's the relaxation and multi-purpose room, which they got these like curved benches, and there's no padding, but even so, they're so comfortable to sit on, and they're heated, and it's like a quiet place to go. So I don't think you're supposed to talk much in there. And I went in there for a while. That was nice. And I was going to eat at the bistro there, but we kind of ran out of time, and actually, like, by the time we were out of there, it was like 7 o'clock, and they only have one kitchen there. There's 3 restaurants technically, but only one kitchen that serves these restaurants at the resort, so I figured it was just too busy, and I'd like to stress out the cooks sort of thing when it's super busy, putting an order in. Like, I get discounts on meals, like any other staff at the resort there. It's a 50% discount on days that you work on one item, 30% discount on everything else, and 30% discount on everything on days that you don't work. But yeah, and also my friend had an appointment he had to get to, so I didn't use the bistro. I still haven't eaten at the bistro. The bistro has a different menu actually than the main restaurant, so it is something that I want to try. But yeah, the spa was a great experience. I'm glad I finally went, and I'll definitely go again. Hopefully they give me another free spa voucher soon. And so, yeah. But other than the spa day, I finally went for a walk the other day. It was a nice day out. The weather's starting to get nice at this area in Canada. It might have been like -3 or +3. Actually, no, not +3, I don't think, but maybe -3 degrees Celsius, and pretty sunny. Because I haven't been walking lately, and that's not good because I'm overweight, and I need to get serious about losing weight, and so I wanted to walk outside, and walk to the park and stuff, and walk back, maybe about a 45-minute walk, and that was good stuff. And my car, I found out that which is actually my parents' car that they're lending me. Excuse me one sec. So my just had to cough there. My voice was getting really raspy. So the car that my parents are lending me, the fan wasn't working for the defrost on the windshield, and that's bad because you definitely need that, especially for what I find is when it gets really cold, like -30 degrees Celsius-ish. Your window doesn't cake up with ice. But when it gets into sort of the milder temperatures, but still below freezing, your windshield starts to get iced up if you leave your car for a while. So that was not good that I couldn't use my fan. It wasn't working at all. But my dad gave me this advice. It's just like, there's this black junky cylinder thing, I guess. But the passenger side just kind of sticking out there. And on the inside of the car, and if you rap on it a couple times with a hammer, you'll get the fan working again. So that's good. And yeah, we have had some mild temperature lately, but today is pretty cold, and I did plug my car in. And so I'll plug it into the electrical outlets, because I'm not sure if you know if you're from a warm climate, but if you leave your car outside in the cold for a long period of time, when it gets very cold, and you don't have it plugged in for electricity to go into the motor, sometimes it won't start. And not only that, it's just bad for the engine and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So let me just see. Yeah, I got this call from the guy from my bank that I bank with, and he says my tax-free savings account GIC, the Guaranteed Investment Certificate, is about to hit the maturity date where it expires, basically. And so that's gonna happen, I think, March 8th. And so he's like, "Do you wanna make a new TFSA or something like that?" And I said I did, but I got a bit confused, to be honest. I wasn't. I think basically the conclusion is that I'm probably gonna wait until it actually matures, because he was saying that when he called, which was I think yesterday, he said he can make a TFSA or a GIC for me now, I think, what he's saying. But I was like, I want to put it like at the $10,000 more in there. And he's like, okay, you should wait till it matures on the March 8th. And so, but the thing is, I know I said I was going to put money into a TFSA, but I might not, because things have changed. Like, the interest rate I'm getting off my TFSA and GIC right now is about 4%, over 4%. And this fellow was saying that my TFSA interest rate, like, it's gone down, so I'd only get 2% interest off it, which is pretty damn low. And I can get that amount with a just a high interest savings account. But I guess with a tax-free savings account, the interest that you earn, you're not taxed on that. But GIC, in case you didn't know, is like you're guaranteed to only gain money. You can't lose money. It's a set interest rate, and it doesn't go up and down. And the traditional GIC, I think you couldn't take the money out of it, but before it matured. But with the GIC that I'm thinking about doing is the cashable GIC. That's actually the one I have right now. And so you actually, if you need to take the money out before a maturity date, which would be like a year from when you started it, then you can do that and stuff. So, but now I'm not totally sure what to do. Like I said, that's the 2% interest rate is pretty crazy. I'm gonna have to think. No, but yeah, I was gonna say that my strategy for making money, for investing, is kind of being careful not to lose money. And in the recent past, I wasn't that careful about this. Like, for instance, I would lend a lot of money, and I'd lend some money to some fuckers who didn't pay me back. And it's like, I gained, I think, about $700 of interest off my 2 GICs. One is in the registered retirement savings plan, or maybe it's just retirement savings plan. The other's in the tax-free savings account. And I've had these for about a year, and the RSP for maybe about 8 months or so. But so I gained that, but the money I've lent out that was not paid back exceeds that by kind of a lot. Like, I lent one guy, this was about, maybe 7 years ago. I lent him $1,200. He did not pay me back. And he was a good friend. And I lent that lady who I worked with $500, and she fucked me. And so the thing about investing is that there's no really you can't really save money if you're making foolish decisions with your money. And that's kind of why, I mean, this can be, a lot of people could disagree with me here, but I don't really invest in cryptocurrencies because it can be, the investments can be volatile. I think going up and down a lot and often, and so I don't really do that, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. Yeah, because I worry about that. If you lose a decent chunk of money, it's hard to gain that money back with interest. I mean, unless you have a huge amount of money invested, then you're making a lot of money off interest. But I mean, I don't. I only have about around March 8th. I'm gonna see what's going on, and I'll probably have about 30,000 invested. And but yeah, so I think it's, yeah. Now I'm thinking about buying a standing desk, maybe one that can, one of the ones that can be elevated. You can press a button and there's a motor, and it increases in height, or should I just say rises? I don't know why I have to say complicated things to say increase in height, but and it can go up and down the click of a button. And then it's like an L-shaped desk, so it's got like the side part and the part in front of you, and it's a big desk space. And I saw one that's the white color, and it's being sold by Canadian Tire, which is really cool. And it's about $700. And I was thinking about buying that for my parents' place because, like, I'm gonna have to be careful tomorrow, because I'm gonna wake up tomorrow at about 4 o'clock in the morning. That's my goal. Rain or shine, you know. And I think I'm running out of power because basically I have to, running power over my camera, I have to be able to get to sleep at about 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, in order to get up for my 6 a.m., starting at 6 a.m. shift the next day at the resort. And it's hard to do that when I'm playing with my phone, lying in bed, and I have no desk. Well, there's a table in there, but I have no computer to use on it, because my computer is here in my apartment. I live by myself, and I go to my parents' place often, and it's so easy just to fall asleep when you're playing with your phone in bed, and then you take a nap, and then it messes up your sleep schedule, and then you have a hard day at work next day because you can get any sleep. But okay, I think my camera's about to die, so I'll end the video here. Sorry. Thanks for watching.